Loot Crate. Loot Crate. This is January's Loot Crate, and the theme of this month's Loot Crate is Rewind. So, we'll see what's inside. Let's get right to it. And there's a quick glimpse of everything. And I'm going to check out what we have. First thing we have is So Analog. First thing we have is So Analog. What is this? I think I'm not exactly sure what this is. We'll see. Just a minute. Let me pull it out. Corbin's Alley Kids Inc. Still not quite sure what this is. It's some kind of Nintendo cartridge. Not exactly sure what it is yet, but there's more too in the box. Foot, a hand. Oh, I get it. I'm going to put this together real quick. We'll see you in just a second. This side. On this side. That out. And then put this here. And here we have a Nintendo cartridge. An NES cartridge that's an action figure with its own zapper, or whatever it was called again. Little gun from the NES days. We used to have one of those. Let's see, next I am going to pull out these. A pair of 8-bit glasses. I'm not going to wear these for the rest of the video, so because that would impair my vision just a little bit. A comic notebook. Pocket notebook. Comic book pocket notebook. Which, if you can't, which I can tell, is a notebook with comic book panels. See that? Comic book panels all over the place. So you can make your own comic book. As long as they fit into the comic book panels. Which is a little odd. And if I can tell right from the thing, we have little speech bubble stencils to go with it. That's pretty nice. Guess I have little ideas for how you could use the stencils right here. And that's that. Next thing I have on this thing, the Rewind magazine for Loot Crate, which tells me about everything that I've got, and it seems like there's some pop-out stuff to do. Oh, I can pop my own NES controller out of it. A sticker? Or is that just a cardboard thing? Might be for the box itself. Oh, yeah, it is for the box. Okay. Next, I'm going to go with my Loot Crate pin right here. Got a little tape player. on it. And Black Tie Geek. Seems I should be able to open up somehow. Can figure this out. Oh, it's a tie. It's an actual tie. Geeky tie. A black geeky tie with Space Invaders on it. Remember the old Space Invaders game? At least I think that's what's on it, but anyway. On to the next thing. Next, I will show you. I've got a variant cover of the first issue of the new Star Wars comic. I mean, I've heard a little bit about it. They're relaunching the entire Star Wars series for Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics is redoing the whole Star Wars comic book series, and this is the first issue, and it's a variant cover, which is pretty neat. They stopped doing all of the old Star Wars comic books. They had a big sale on it. I didn't do any of those things on the sale, but this is pretty neat. First issue of the new Star Wars comic book series from Marvel. And of course, that's because Disney owns Marvel and Star Wars now. And on to the last thing. And this might be what I think it is. It's Voltron. TV show I used to watch as a kid. Voltron. Not sure if there's anything else special about it, but it just looks like a basic Voltron. No mashups like they usually like to do. I'm going to just make sure there's nothing I'm missing here on this. Yeah, see, there are other things you could have gotten for those little Nintendo cartridges. Probably go get more of those if you wanted to. Yep, it's entirely Voltron. No mashups or anything like that. That's pretty neat. Liked it as a kid. Voltron. And the last thing, if you want to, you can turn this box into, probably if you fold it inside out, it becomes an NES. Yep, you fold it all the way inside out. Go. Completely folded inside out, it becomes an NES. Old school NES, only it's a Loot Crate NES. And now I have it, and I also have a Nintendo cartridge to go on top of my Nintendo box. And honestly, I think this is the coolest thing they've done with it. And you can have a little Nintendo cartridge that stands on top of your Loot Crate, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome there. And I think that's everything. Overall, I think this is one of the better Loot Crates. Not the best. Still not as good as November. I have to do a lot to beat November. But, hey, I think this is a pretty cool Loot Crate. Thank you very much. Oh, one more thing. That's probably why they had this, so you could have an NES controller to go with your NES. It looks like you can fold it into an NES controller. So you can, like, put it on top, or whatever. probably do real quick. Probably wouldn't take too much. And you've got your own little Nintendo controller. My favorite things from this are this little guy, this thing, which I kind of wanted to read, and this thing, my Voltron shirt. Even though I'm not as into Voltron now as an adult as I was when I was a kid. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next month with the next Loot Crate, whatever that the theme is for next month's Loot Crate.